So many cables coming out of me. It's bad.
Like an actual physical cable.
Well, like I have like the my monitors, which are now Bluetooth,
Hmm.
so it's like an electro cable going to my laptop, and then I
Ooh.
have like the regular cable for my headset going
Hmm.
into the computer, and then I have some other cables, and those are just for fun. But they're there. They're there.
It makes it look like your setup's like professional, right? Like you can
No,
point to it and be like, look at all the cables.
looks like I escaped from like the middle part of Akira. That's good enough.
Tetsuo! I hear you. That's dangerous, man. Make sure that you don't inflate any of your body parts because it's
Okay,
not going to end well.
you're not the boss of me. Okay.
No, but I'm a good friend. I can give you some good life advice.
Okay.
Only inflate one body part,
Okay. If you're a
just
friend, you
one.
know that if someone gives me advice, I do
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
opposite, like almost
Yes.
reflexively.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I'm telling you to only inflate one body part. Because doing so, literally, I can see you just being swole, just entirely swole, except for like your calf. It's just like you skipped only one leg day.
Yeah, you gotta get those asymmetrical legs.
Yeah, man. When
That
you when you
that's
s- yeah, like when you are
that's the thing now,
dodging.
right?
It is. Well, not just that, but think of the tactical advantage it gives you. Like if you're dodging bullet fire and you're trying to do like a serpentine pattern, your cadence is going to be wildly off if you have one buff calf and one not buff calf. Yeah, good luck anyone getting a beat on you when your normal gait is basically swinging wildly left to right at like a 45-degree angle pendulum. It's just, yeah, it's not going to happen. You're going to get out of there scot free, even if your actual forward momentum and movement is very slow.
Well, I think the ultimate way to run a serpentine pattern would be to completely remove one leg, right? You're with me so far.
Okay.
Then we
Okay.
replace that with like an actual like snake body. Like we need to get like some sort of engineer on this. I think it's possible.
Oh.
So we have like some
Are
sort
you?
of weird snake leg, and that like you fall over immediately, and you just kind of like
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
around on the ground making a circles.
Okay, okay, okay.
Not ideal. I understand that.
No.
For this
Yeah.
particular use case of like confusing people where you are, I
Yes.
think they'd be confused.
Oh,
I'd be
you would.
confused.
Oh, you'd
I would
absolutely
take
be.
one look at that and just walk the fuck away. Like I'm not dealing with this. This is
There you go. Tactical advantage. Now, not only are you avoiding the gunfire, you've let them hurt themselves in their confusion. They're just not going to shoot anymore because what they're witnessing, you used to have to pay money to see. Like that's freak show quality entertainment right there.
yeah. I mean, and that is they hurt themselves in their confusion. That is how you defeat Pokemon, right?
Yes. Yes. Wait. Are we talking about like the next gen Pokemon here? Because I think we just designed one. It's all human except for one giant serpentine leg.
I think there are some Pokemon where it's just a person.
Oh, Mr. Mime. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my mic sounds like terrible because I haven't turned on my VSTs. Okay, VSTs are
Ooh.
on. Let's see what does this do. Does this make me sound more
Yeah.
human? Less human? Where am I
It
getting?
makes you. Ooh,
Let's
I would
catch up.
say it
Let's
makes you.
catch up to the
It sounds
stream.
good. Yeah. You sounded solid. You sounded nice, thick, and beefy.
All right, I
If I
sound.
were to describe you as a form of Chef Boyardee, you would
Hang on,
certainly be beefy ravioli.
one second. There's too much things happening in my head at once.
No problem.
Okay. Turn, oh, I think I need to do. I think I do that, right? Composite out. One second. Let me just get myself right. You sound great. You always sound great. Love you.
Aw, thanks.
Why am I echoing? It's not really echoey for some reason. What's going on here?
Ah. Uh-oh. Test, 1, 2, test. Hello, hello. Echo, echo.
Okay, so maybe is that better?
I mean, it sounds really good on my side, for what it's worth.
Still a little echoey, and I don't know why. One second here. Test 1, test 2. Okay, I sound fine there. Okay. Oh, is that better now? Okay, I think we're good.
Ooh. All right.
All right. I think that should be a fair mix.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna turn off my gain.
All games? You're gonna turn them all off?
Well, so I have a gain VST. See, this sounds good. I don't know why I sound echoey. Or does that sound the exact same?
I mean, to me, it sounds pretty much the same. If that helps. Probably not.
Fuck it, I don't care enough. I can slightly echo. Whatever. There's more of me to love now. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I will say you have a little bit of.
Jesus Christ.
You have like reverb, but not echo. Like it sounds good. You sound like beefy. Like your voice sounds
I don't know
present.
I have reverb. I'm not supposed to have any reverb here.
Oh, in that case, yeah, I have no idea. Because you definitely sound like you. Oh.
Do I still have reverb?
No, it's crisp as hell now. Say something else.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's dude. That is clean. That is clean with a big capital C.
I think I was terrorizing someone in Phasmophobia, and I had reverb and stuff turned on.
That'll do it. Were you hiding in a closet again like that other guy?
Yeah, so that's the problem with me being able to do stuff like this, is that I will do stuff like this and then forget that I turned it on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not a problem.
So, you have all these, I'm having fun in game. I think I'm having fun. I don't know what this sounds like.
It sounds incredible. Like you were cycling from old-timey radio to like Future Ghost to normal talking voiced.
And like it's really fun, but then I forget that I have this turned on, so I get like a work call the next day, and what has happened? And I'm like, I do not know. Let me reboot, as I'm desperately going through all of my presets, figuring out what have I done. They realize it's not a preset. This is all lovingly done by hand. This is like I'm like a keyboard elf with like fucking terrible noises coming out of my mouth. But now we should be fine.
I want to see that cookie commercial.
It's the Cronenberg one.
Yeah. Come on down to the magic tree. Eat our cookies and you. And then it's just body horror for like 4 minutes straight. It's
any Keebler commercial should be body horror done properly. Because like what are they? What's their deal?
Mm-hmm. Just having seen Naked Lunch, I really worry about where they would decide the milk for the cookies comes from. That tree is going to have a dong, and that dong is going to make maple milk, and we're going to watch people dip cookies in it. I'm just saying
that is where you think milk comes from, buddy?
No.
Because we may have to have a little bit of a talk.
Well, you don't milk a bull every morning?
No.
It takes a while to get it warmed up.
No. Your oatmeal is wrong. You oatmeal bad.
Yeah, I always wondered why it tasted a little bit like beef jerky. Not gonna lie.
Okay, that raises more questions than answers, and they're all terrifying. Jesus.
I also get my beef jerky funny. My oatmeal from Chef Boyardee.
You get your oatmeal from Chef Boyardee? Yeah, I open up a big can of oatmeal every morning. It comes in a ravioli. Oh, hey, Hat.
Yep. You came at a good time, Hat.
You came at a terrible time. This is we are saying things, and they are all bad.
I mean, they're pretty great. I now know about Chef Boyardee oatmeal. It's gonna be good stuff. Hey, Delph, how's it going?
Chef Boyardee oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
It's still filled with marinara for some reason.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not Chef Boyardee without it. But like, honestly, is oatmeal? I mean, do you have oatmeal without marinara? Because like that's just like I mean, it's just like bran. It's disgusting.
So I mean, I've done oatmeal and marinara, but that's also because I have a drug problem.
Oh yeah, same. Yeah, yeah. Uh,
The savoriest of oats, still, yes.
Now that is another commercial I would like to see. Introducing Chef Boyardee's savory oats in a can. Beefy.
Oh, oh God.
Yeah.
Let's get to
Yeah.
something wholesome with a bunch of animes murdering each other on a boat.
Yeah,
let's
super
do that.
wholesome.
Let's do that.
Done.
All
So
right,
I'm
guys.
just gonna. Oh, I totally should probably be in prison for crimes against humanity, only
Yes.
because of that one tiny little genocide. But you know, it's not my fault at all if you know a few screws went missing when I reassembled all those Ferris wheels. It's not like that was my job as a carny. I was supposed to only sell cotton candy. But then, you know, the maintenance guy goes missing and you have a Ferris wheel, and that's like the big money maker, and you ask, hey, who can fix a Ferris wheel? Of course I'm gonna say yes. I get free Ferris wheel rides. Sure, I mean any one of them could pretty much lead to my death, but we'll talk about an incentive for me to fix it, right? So I take it apart, I put it back together. There's a few parts left over. That's no big deal. It works great for like, you know, a week. And then I all of a sudden get really confident. Hey, I can repair Ferris wheels. So that's how I started that business, and that's why all those children died in the 90s. Anyway, let's go play this game.
So as I was trying to get into before you went on this bizarre tangent, you need to actually share your screen for this to work.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, hey. No, go live. Did it close again? It was doing this thing last time. There we go.
There we go. All right.
Is it up and running?
Yeah, let me pop this out. And
all right, cool.
I need to turn on. Yep, there we go. Okay, now I can just push this, and something's happening. Is it?
Oh.
Hey!
It's happening.
It's a thing.
Woo!
Hey.
There it is.
God, this is a lot of work to get to this horrible ass anime game.
No, it's a lot of work to get to the fun. You know, where we all die. Oh, there we go.
All right.
I agree with Probot on that last one.
Probot has a good point about the caves.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good to stay in caves if you can.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we entered the captain's quarters, and then it was until next episode, which is now in 2021, when things are better. So let's find out. What made this chair bloody? Who were they recording with this camera? Was it for an OnlyFans? Let's explore the room and find out.
You can get fucked up on methane and die in a cow
Anywhere.
pasture if you play your cards very wrong.
Sorry, but yeah, you would have to play your cards very wrong for the cow pasture death.
And Dill, if you only think this has Mist vibes because you haven't met the other characters, Mist had
Yeah,
a certain
that's true.
gravitas to it, which this game does not.
That is true. You know what? Myst did like secret storylines and alternate endings right, in my opinion. The third ending of the original Myst that was like hidden like to the side of both the other endings was honestly pretty freaking clever for its day and time. Some kind of code?
Junpei is in fact the guy who sucks, yes.
Oh yeah, hard. 4 rows of numbers and letters. They all start with a 0 and end with an 8, FN or V, respectively. How does he notice this, but he doesn't notice, like, a dead person? Something to do with
Well,
the
I mean, it wasn't a whole
number
dead
basis.
person, it's just parts of him.
Ah, gotcha.
And we've all had that happen, right?
Oh,
Just me.
Yeah. Sure.
The Dark Souls of FMV adventure. No, wait, what was the Dark Souls of FMV games?
If I had to guess, or at least put my money on it, I would say Harvester, because that one is hard and bloody, and they don't really give you any direction. You just got to figure stuff out randomly.
Okay, you're saying Harvester. I'm gonna say they're like the second Dark Seed.
Ooh.
Because I think that game had
alright.
like a 2-hour. Or was the first one that had a 2-hour time limit?
I can't remember which one did. It was the
Like-
first or the second. I want to say it was the first, but I honestly can't remember. It's been forever.
Yeah, like if you didn't do it within 2 hours, like your head explodes in the game and you get no explanation of what just happened.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which honestly is kind of cool, but also insanely infuriating.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, look it up.
The devil are those emojis? Okay, I see one that says scum. I understand what is going for there.
Yeah.
What is the red thing? Is that a
Ah. Oops. No! No! Why did I click that other thing? There it is, back. Everything's fine. Nothing happened. Stream's still going. Everything's great. No one saw
you
anything.
never
We're good.
have problems on the prob stream.
Never.
This is-
No, it's the
all-
flawless prop
This is all working
stream.
fine.
And
Not
also
crying.
I am. I'm sorry that this year
Okay,
has
delve
not been
down.
so far better, but I'm glad to hear that it might be turning a corner soon for you. Ah,
The
God
year
darn
will
it.
get better at. The year will
Yeah.
get better.
We'll force it to. When your head explodes. Okay, so quick question for Hat, and then I'll keep clicking on Clover here. This is just one of those like, hey, which one of these choices would you want? Would you either A, use a really big gun and shoot Johnny, not really in the head, just somewhere, and he may or may not die, or
Well, if you think
slightly.
they can die.
Well, I mean, yeah, we know the answer, but I can't say that without, risking my own life. So, or would you want to be able to shoot Johnny in the head and his head explodes, but he immediately just reforms and he's fine, and he never actually fully dies?
Like
So-
T1000 style?
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly.
Okay.
T1000 style, just keeping on Johnny. So, would you choose non-gory permadeath or super gory immortality? Just out of curiosity. Does he feel it? Does it hurt him? Great questions.
Nothing
gonna
hurts
say-
me. I've become the Joker.
Yes. When his head explodes and reforms, no pain, but his actual death, slightly painful. Not really painful, just slightly. It's like, on a scale of 1 to 10 of all the painful things he's ever experienced, it's like 5.
But like emotional, not physical.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, let's see. Because, like, physical pain, like, come on. And then that taps out at, like, a 1 on that scale.
These choices suck. That is actually, I can't tell if you're talking about what Rich is babbling about or about the game, because the game also has bad choices. And hey,
It's
Quantum,
true.
how's it going?
Hello, Quantum. I agree these choices suck. That's why the choice is difficult. But I'm going to find some other choices here. Reintegrate, but feel it. Oh. Alright, alright. Do you know how this thing works? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. Jump A, yes! Hit those buttons! I'm sure nothing will happen in the giant saw death trap ship that you've been in for hours. Oh, okay. Yeah, great work. You don't want to shoot him.
Oh, Quantum,
What
it's
he's
another
nice.
year in paradise.
It is. Agreed. It's a good way for 2021 to keep on rolling. What the hell is this? Well, it says 0 or rose if you flip these two monitors around.
Huh.
Heh.
Every rose has its thorns. It's
Rose
not a rose, it's
has
actually
its
0.
thorns. It's true. Maybe a 0 has thorns. If you touch it right. That sounded deep and it really
What?
is not at all. Yeah, exactly. It's nonsense.
Oh.
It's just nonsense. It's just words.
Okay. As long as we're clear that what you're saying is
Yeah.
just words.
I see guilty centipede emotes.
As long as
That's what I see. Heh.
Guilty
Jumping sword
Centipede, that sounds like a good Halo villain. John Halo, it is me, a guilty centipede. I will be your guide on this ring, which is different than the other rings because we have 2 water levels. I have not played a Halo game in 10 years, so I don't know if that's accurate. But
It's
how the
insanely
memories
accurate.
feel.
It's so accurate. I want to like Halo. I really do. But it's very obvious that outside the books, because like some of the books are actually pretty good. Outside
You
the
admit
books,
to reading the Halo book, you nerd.
yeah, okay, fine, yes. Hey, do you want to know how many Halo books there are? Because there ain't just one, dude. There's like 20. It's insane. And yeah, I haven't read like even close to all of them. I only read like 2 or 3 on a whim. And they were recommended by someone who doesn't read Halo books, so I was like, okay, clearly they must be good. The point being that outside of the Halo books, Halo continuity is absolutely batshit crazy. I have a hard time feeling like any of it is actually connected because every new Halo game introduces some new bad or some new gimmick or some new thing that didn't exist in the previous games, and we're all supposed to pretend that they did. And I hate that form of storytelling. You tell the story in the universe that you in, and you hint at what else is out there, like Star Wars accidentally did with the Clone Wars, and then you tell that story later, like the Clone Wars. You don't just be like, I'm John Halo, I'm on a Halo, here's this guilty spark, and there's aliens shooting us, it's the Covenant, and here's the Flood, we gotta run. And then later be like, oh, by the way, there's these other big bads. And then later you're like, oh, by the way, there's this other sentient race that wants to use the Halos to wipe out life. Oh, and by the way, that, but again, and now it's Halo 5. Like, I hate it. I freaking hate it. So anyway, you're not wrong, and that Halo joke was really funny, and I loved it because of how much it hurt me. So moving on.
Transfer that love to Destiny. I tried to. And
yeah. I mean, I will say yes. The Destiny storyline I still love, and I still love it even now. But, whoo boy, they really messed up that last expansion IMO. But
I'm glad that the people are enjoying the new season.
Yes, me too.
I am
Book crimes.
good with not playing it after my experiences in year 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've stopped for now as well, and I'm kind of there with you. I very much enjoyed jumping back in when there was a lot more content, but I think I want to do that again. I want to wait until there's some more content, and cross my fingers.
No, please don't. Please don't ban Rich. We need
Yeah,
him.
no.
I don't want to play games.
But you know what, Hat? You're kind of right. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like maybe in 2021 I've lived long enough to become the bad guy. So I'll push that narrative for a little bit. Not like hard, but 21. Maybe I'll work on some more Ferris wheels. We'll see. Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Didn't we
Hat.
establish
I
that you
appreciate
and
it.
Ferris wheels is bad?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Me and Ferris
I
wheels.
can't.
Man. That's
I
how
don't keep
make
track
money.
of what I say. Okay, that should be very clear at this point. I say
no.
things, and that's other people's problems.
Also, I'm surprised Hat hasn't brought up an eye cam yet, so we can make sure that you blink in Morse code, and you can find out if I'm actually holding you hostage or not. Because I'm just gonna say, why doesn't Hat want to see your eyes? Just really close, just real big, extreme close up of your eyes.
Just a real. That is what this stream needs. Just an eye cam where I've set up like my giant macro setup directly at one of my eyes, so we can see every individual blood vessel.
I would pay money for that. What camera do you need? I'm gonna Amazon it to your house.
Oh no, I have the setup. I can do this. Maybe we'll do that next week. Just really punish anyone who dares to turn into this horse shit.
Eye cam reveal. Yes. Love you too. Let's get the eye camera to happen. Anyway, so I clicked on the R, and then Junpei started monologuing to himself. Junpei snorted with grim humor for the second time since he'd come into the room. The 4 screams along the bottom had a single letter each, spelling out
Z-E-R-O,
Rose.
huh?
Rose.
Thank you,
exactly.
Junpei. I'm glad you read that
It's
aloud.
like he's making fun of us.
Definitely
Should
needed
be.
to hear that.
What do you think?
He turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Clover nodded.
Nothing.
It seemed that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her.
They're nice,
Given the
Jimmy.
strain she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she had responded at all. Still, he had to ask. You could be that much closer to doing just that, Hat, with that eye cam.
I mean, the eyes are the melon balls of the skull.
You sound like my wife. Like, only laughing because as ludicrous as that statement is, it's relatively true. She says stuff like that all the time, and it kills me. I love it.
Quantum,
Still,
because you
he had-
wished you were a little bit taller, a little bit melon baller. Christ.
Oh man, those are some really pretty great lyrics for Guilty Centipede. There, he
Oh,
gestured.
God, what
towards
if Guilty
the-
Centipede raps?
What about him?
Oh, now we're talking.
Oh, yeah,
Guilty
the dead
Cen-
guy.
Oh yeah, that guy in the room that we all forgot about. What about him? Do you think that's really Zero? He has a watch, clearly. Clover shook her head weakly.
There's no way that's him.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Didn't
it's
I
not.
tell you already? Zero is one of us.
We've kind of figured
Yeah.
that out.
Right. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be Zero.
Agreed.
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell Zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on,
Oh, is he the
and
captain?
of course, the bracelet with a zero on it.
Okay.
It's too obvious.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Here's the thing, if you
Okay.
drew a pupil on those eyes, he'd look like he's having a great time.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
yeah.
yeah! Blood
He just-
carpet! I love this!
I mean, yeah. Look at his hands. He's like touching it, like it feels good. Yeah.
Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero. Isn't
Why?
that kind of fishy?
Well, he doesn't seem pressed. He seems very
You're right.
well-rounded.
Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
No, that's not the point.
Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that. Please, Junpei, be that idiot.
So I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work, which makes me wonder.
Why did they do it?
I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us.
Okay.
Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was Zero, they'd never have put
Yes,
a
sir.
bracelet on him. Walking around with a Zero bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!"
Okay. Extra points for Hat. That was like 2 layers of puns, and I just got a slow, like, kind of clap because, damn, Hat, that was good.
Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything Zero is supposed to be. Just
He
like
does.
we did.
He did.
The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know
Okay.
why?
So we could get the bracelet?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers, this isn't Zero. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me.
Man, Junpei, you sound just like yourself.
It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
How would you know that if you weren't a
They'll
if
just sit back
like,
and watch people
uh,
run in circles.
Jumpy's
How would
reality
you
is
know that if
based
you were
on
really
episodes of Law and
Like,
Order.
Jumpy's
reality is-
it definitely seems that way. It's like he basically went from watching straight like edutainment on PBS to like late night TBS, and there was no in between.
Yeah, you're right. It's really
And
childish.
I guess they don't even get
It's
the
like
good
it's just a
late-night
game
TBS
to
or
whoever
TNN
this
and
person is.
WCW on it. They get
That's
the
what seems
bad
fun
Yeah.
to me.
Oh yeah, big time. Oh, that reminds me. Do you, by any chance, watch Super Eye Patch Wolf on the YouTubes?
I do not.
Okay, so he makes a ton of different types of videos. He's like the second most popular Irish streamer outside of Jacksepticeye, and he usually focuses
Okay,
on.
Is
Yeah,
there a
it's-
competition for the best Irish streamer?
Yes. No, there isn't. I don't know. I was just saying it because in case, I don't know, maybe you saw him on some Irish streaming show, because now the more I talk about this, the more I realize that was dumb to even mention. So, back to Super Eye Patch Wolf. He makes videos on like MMA and combat, but also anime and all sorts of stuff. And recently he did a video on a bunch of heels and wrestling, and dude, it was so well done. He makes some really great videos on anything he does, but his wrestling and fighting videos are the best. And he made one called Wrestling is in Everything. And it's literally just about the DNA of wrestling and how it made its way into like every piece of pop culture that we now consume. And that is another one that was just excellent. So just wanted to throw it out there in case you might have seen him, because, oh, dude, you were certainly going to be entertained if so. And also, by the way, everyone else, check it out. It's great and it's wonderful. And anyway, moving on.
So you want to throw the anime you overboard, but steal all of their clothes. That's what I'm getting out of this hat.
Interesting. Interesting.
And I think I saw one of those about how wrestling was anime or vice versa.
Oh yeah.
You want the little like cravat thing that goes with it, and probably those like mufflers. Like, I mean, it's a whole outfit hat. Like the coat's useless without the rest of it.
Yeah, it's an ensemble. Like you can't just get one of these pieces. You need the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to
let's
get
back to
some
the
drip.
point.
Ah.
Also,
alright.
thank you, Dead Captain Guy, for the $10 donation.
Ooh, Dead Captain Guy, thank you.
Who killed this man?
Ooh, Hatch
Who
Quantum for a quote.
I don't know.
I'd watch that. I would not bet on Quantum, even if he did have some.
Yeah. Nothing against you, Quantum, but like betting against Hat is like betting against God.
He's insane.
Yeah, it's just like more force of nature than human.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
Because you eat Captain Crunch. And this guy clearly knows the captain.
What if that was Captain Crunch? Now
Kinda
he's all
looks like it.
soggy.
Oh my god, dude.
We cracked it. We figured out why cereal sucks now.
No, you just literally came up with a visual novel that we should all write. It's just a murder mystery of all the breakfast mascots, and we gotta figure out who's doing it. No, not just breakfast mascots, all the food mascots. You're gonna be looking into freaking Colonel Sanders' death. Everyone is sus. Wendy is sitting there in the corner. She looks like she could probably wield a knife. But this guy, he wasn't just stabbed. He was stabbed and deep fried. And she probably can't handle the size of a freaking deep fryer that you need to put a human in. Anyway, I'm just saying, this sounds like something I would certainly watch. / play. Anyway.
What if instead of a deep fryer, he was air fried to make it a little bit healthier? And also, yeah, Quantum, we
Even
get you one
better.
of those singing swords, but it is going to like sing a diss track as you die.
We should check and see if
It's
he's
like
got
the
anything
Eminem
on
of
him that might
scimitars.
tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Let's touch some dead people.
We gotta flip him over.
Yeah.
How else are we gonna search his pockets?
And touch his wiener.
Oh,
That's
no.
Junpei. That's
Oh,
what he wants.
don't give the corpse a happy ending, Rich. I don't
I'm
even know why
just
they
saying-
included that option in this. It's a real failure of society.
Guess I'll do it.
I hope it doesn't have like a branching path. That would be really questionable.
Dude, if it has a branching path, it needs to go to a doctor to be looked at. It's not how that's supposed to look at all.
Junpei had no choice but to move the body on his own.
Here we go.
Oh no. Yeah. Not complete and shoved. Took a moment, but eventually Junpei felt the man's bulk begin to shift. Choice words, Junpei. But just as he did,
Huh?
he exploded. Something fell from the man's left wrist. Oh.
Hey, it's
snap.
the...
Okay, the bracelet has a 0 on the face!
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets.
This is how I sound
Two ways
every
to do
morning.
so.
Hey, good morning, honey. How'd you sleep? I had good dreams.
The dog was moving at the... Wait, hang on, wait a second.
Do it. Yeah, do
The
it.
dog was moving. Also, I'm blind vocally for some reason.
Oh, you haven't had your coffee yet. That's all.
This stream is like one of those YouTube deep dives just because it's dark. There's some weird fish, and I have some sort of like air disease going on in my veins.
Just like every YouTube deep
Yep,
dive.
you watch this stream enough, you will get the buzz.
But the good kind.
Yeah, the Radiohead's passed out.
Exactly, yeah.
Sorry, everything after the Benz was downhill. It was high watermark.
I am not gonna disagree with you. I do have a soft spot for In Rainbows, but I don't feel like it's Radiohead. That was like a different band almost.
Like Pablo Honey and the Benz was like some fantastic pop.
Yes.
And then after that, it's like, oi, mate, what if a computer stole me mum? And it wasn't the same.
It wasn't. Probably because a computer stole their mom.
Yeah, I mean that'll have some that'll
well,
change your artistic output.
Well, yeah, especially if that computer forces you to make music so you can get your mom back, but it's music only to make the computer happy, and that's how Radiohead made OK Computer. If you ever watch Behind the Music, that's the story. Seriously, look it up.
Oh God. This man.
Cat from her posting chamber.
Dead, isn't he?
Blackwater.
Huh?
No, it's just I guess I didn't really think about it until right now. If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Oh, well, I mean, what do you mean? You didn't? What, did you not know he was dead, Junpei? Come on.
I thought he was just lying there covered in blood. I thought he was.
Really need to
I thought he was just okay.
See, even Clover's like, Jumpy, you were a fucking moron.
Yeah, seriously.
I guess you're right. It is pretty obvious.
Yes, you absolute buffoon,
Well,
Junpei. Yes,
He looks
it is
a lot
obvious
better
he's
than
dead.
the other bodies we've seen, though. You know.
Wow, you
Remember
are,
when your
oh.
brother exploded, Clover?
Ugh.
Remember how we saw his intestines all over the wall? We saw bits of bone. Remember your brother, who you love, who you're traumatized about, like immediately while I'm telling you this. Remember that, Clover? Remember? Think back.
Yeah.
Think,
That's
visualize.
what I'm saying, Clover. Is hey, at least this guy doesn't look like that. Man, Junpei, he needs to die.
I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost look like he was still alive.
Jesus Christ, just smooth as sandpaper.
Yeah.
Well, so
I mean,
the
I
putting
know
on that
it's
watch
kind of a
doesn't
messed
actually
up
do
thing
any
to
good.
say, but he kind of
Yeah,
has it
because it
better,
doesn't
you
add
know?
to the number root.
Now
Dying
think
from a
about
bomb
the
going
situation
off
which
inside of
that
you,
would help.
I mean, that's just.
You know, like your brother.
Oh yeah, actually, because that's right. Because the one thing it could let you do, actually, since it doesn't add, it does let you add to the total number of people scanning, because it requires at least what 2 people to go through a door, or was it 3?
Yeah, at least 2.
Yes, at least 2. So you could basically get 2 or 3 and then go in for free. Like you could be the 4th person going in with everyone else. Oh, that might explain how the other people, like how her brother got murdered. Because if this guy has a 0, he could basically just walk in along with everyone else, and as long as he walks out at the same time, boom, bing, bang, boom, done. Sorry, I'm just putting this together now.
Some of Snake's
Is
bones
that what you
went
meant
right
by
through
how
his
it might
skin.
help? Oh my god, really, Junpei? Are you still talking about her dead brother? Stop!
I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something.
Yeah, he needs to
There
stop.
was a broken bone just sticking out of his left arm.
Are you kidding me?
And
Yes! He clapped his hands over his mouth. Yeah, thank you. He turned to look at Clover. Yeah. She was glaring at him furiously.
What did you just say?
What? No.
It wasn't me. He knew an apology could hardly atone for what he'd done, but he tried anyway.
man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I I really don't know what I was thinking. I mean,
Yeah, you weren't thinking at all, like you always do. You never think,
No,
ever.
that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him.
After reflexively taking off her earrings, ready to fight Quadrant through the internet.
We're good to go!
There's no way I was gonna see the details. Are you sure it was his left arm?
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
So, was this game censored? Because, like, there ain't no arms in this image.
And he had a broken
No, I think they
bone,
don't.
right?
I don't even think they showed the Japanese version.
Ah, gotcha.
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me!
She shoved her face closer to his. He could see the fire in her eyes. Junpei winced and swallowed.
Yeah, he did.
He had bones in his arm, I admit it.
It was pretty bad, too. The bone was sticking out of the arm.
Zeno's mouth and Clover's expression changed.
Clover? What's wrong? Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
She was crying.
I'm sorry for everything I've ever said, Clover. I say dumb shit.
Thank you.
Freaking Claire. The toxic bites. Oh man, love it.
Huh?
Thank you.
What are you...
He had no idea what just happened. He didn't think he'd done anything worthy of thanks. He couldn't understand why she would have chosen that moment to begin crying. So he simply stood there, confused.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
She thanked him again. And something even stranger happened. Clover threw herself into Junpei's surprised arms.
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy.
Why?
Oh, she could... Oh, no. She thinks it wasn't her brother.
The body in the shower room, it isn't his.
Yeah.
It isn't my brother.
Okay. Except it probably is.
Huh?
It's not Snake.
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm is...
What is it, fake?
I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be talking about this.
No, you should. This is exactly the right time to be talking about this. You, are on a boat, and everyone here's gonna die unless you talk about this. No, Junpei, that is not the decision you should be making, you dumb a-hole. If she did not wish to tell him, she certainly had a reason for doing so. Perhaps more importantly, however, if Clover was so certain, then she was likely right. That meant the body in the shower room wasn't Snake.
Play through Animal at some point.
I've seen my brother's guts many times. That's not his stomach. Exactly. Yeah, he has two right arms.
But he's still alive. I'm so happy.
I mean, you are basing that off of a very dumb person's explanation of what he saw. Maybe not hang your hat on that. I'm just saying, Clover, you're setting yourself up for some disappointment here. Those tears melted Junpei's heart. As she cried, she had pushed herself up against his chest, like a child. Junpei put his arms around her and held her tight.
I'm so glad.
Huh?
Okay.
Junpei, you were right.
Huh?
Been the case. Not once.
Yeah, so we're gonna have our VO recording session today. Thank you for joining us, the part of Junpei. We're gonna have you start off just by making a bunch of exasperated dumb sounds. Do you think you could do that? Oh, you mean like, huh? Yes, just like that. Just do that over and over and over again. We're gonna need at least 27 different takes to put in this game. Huh? That's the spirit. Now you're method acting. All right, let's do this.
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love.
Oh no, she's gonna get very religious now.
If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
Reached into her pocket, pulled something out.
That's...
It's a laminated bookmark with a 4-leaf clover.
I only made it here because you gave me this. I was suspicious of everybody. I was angry and miserable. But because I had this 4-leaf clover, because of what you said to me,
Yeah.
Yeah, sound more convincing, Junpei.
Even Junpei isn't buying his own.
Junpei hadn't thought his words would have such an effect on her. His words usually, people don't understand them. Her words are making him feel a little awkward.
thank you so much, Junpei.
She looked up at him. He scratched his nose and pretended to notice something interesting somewhere else in the room. Like a Chad.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa? Why?
Okay, just real quick, gotta mention, we're talking about seal fingers now, and this conversation is really freaking fascinating. Okay, legit, Quantum, is seal fingers real? Because, like, I
think it is. Because
speaks
they have, like,
Esperanto.
an
No,
entirely different biome in that
Well,
world.
he was the one who gave me that thing.
he's the one that gave me seal fingers.
And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Aw.
Oh.
That's like the sad
Yep, there's that
thing
exasperated, dumb
you have.
expression again. Take number 72.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's 71. And suddenly, Clover broke away from Junpei.
Huh?
Huh? He looked confused. He hadn't thought she'd react that poorly. Clover began to pace around the room. Ooh. Wow, stereo panning. 6 steps to the left, 6 steps to the right, another 6 to the left, and now cha-cha slide. And then she stopped.
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Oh, no, are they Cupid shuffling?
Her eyes were serious, but not angry. Sealfinger is real. Handling bones or untreated pelts, getting scratches, bites, etc. from seals can get you big infected. Seals can necrotize your flesh. Yeah, oh, this is rad! Oh man,
Okay,
I always knew
well,
those
they
water
have to
puppies.
bite you,
They had
necrotize
something
your
secret
flesh,
inside of them,
so
and
that's
apparently
not as
seal
impressive
finger
as if they
infections
could
is one
just-
of them.
That's not as
Yeah,
impressive. They
he-
could
he
just
did.
like
Did
did.
I
you know,
say
do it from a
something
distance
wrong?
like a necromancer.
Oh no, not at all. In fact, this could be really good news. I think.
You think?
Turn my mic up.
Santa knew about the words and the clover.
How's that?
Okay.
The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
Subjects.
What the hell are you talking
The other
about?
people who were in the experiment 9 years ago with my brother and me.
Oh, so now you're gonna tell us about this. Exasperated take number 75!
But he's blind.
Hey, hold on just a second. I
We
gotta
know
fix
this.
And
my
I was
line.
part of the Nevada test group.
Oh my, okay, all I did was click on the R on the televisions, and now we get this text? I mean, I'm glad, but like, hot damn game.
So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Ooh.
Whoa. Okay, time out.
I'm with Junpei for once. Okay, twice. I mean, more than I want to admit. That's... Yeah, I'm not hearing Johnny at all right now, honestly. So I'm sorry if I'm talking over you.
Yeah, one second.
All I hear is Junpei and Clover. Took a deep breath and let it out. Uh-oh. We'll be back for technical difficulties. I will Hold on.